You've been told that hard work is the key to wealth. But if that were true, the hardest working people would be the richest. Reality check. That's not how wealth works. Today, you'll discover why grinding harder isn't the answer and what the wealthy actually do instead. It's not about effort. It's about leverage. Wealth doesn't follow the rules of effort. It has its own set of laws. And the first law is this: your income should not be tied to the hours you work. Because if it is, you have a ceiling. You can work longer hours, but there's a limit to how much you can earn in a day. He worked 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. He was exhausted, but he kept going because he wanted to make more money. For example, if you have $1,000, you could spend it on things you want, like new clothes or a fancy dinner. The more you learn and grow, the more valuable you become. But by adopting the mindset of the wealthy and embracing the power of leverage, you can set yourself up for success. In fact, there are downsides to hard work that we don't often talk about. When you work hard, you might sacrifice your relationships, your health, or even your happiness. You push yourself to the limit, constantly striving for more. But at what cost? The answer lies in finding a balance between hard work and smart work. Set clear deadlines for yourself, prioritize tasks, and eliminate distractions. Are there tasks that you can delegate to others? Can you negotiate better boundaries between your work and personal life? By taking these proactive steps, you can mitigate the negative effects of hard work and pave the way for a more balanced and fulfilling life. And how did it affect your life outside of work? Share your experiences in the comments below. By sharing your stories, you can help others who might be going through similar challenges, and together you can find ways to balance hard work with a fulfilling life. Not only will this boost your productivity, but it will also give you more time to focus on the things that matter most to you. While hard work can get you so far, it's not the ultimate key to success. Smart work, on the other hand, is about working more efficiently and effectively. By finding a balance between hard work and smart work, setting boundaries, prioritizing your well-being, and seeking support when needed, you can navigate the challenges of hard work and harness its power without sacrificing your peace of mind. Remember, success is not just about putting in the hours. It's about putting in the effort in a sustainable and balanced way. It's about making the most of your time and resources and avoiding the unnecessary sacrifices. Whether it's leveraging your time, money, or knowledge, the key is to find ways to increase your income without trading more of your time for money. Maybe you missed out on a child's school play or a loved one's special event because you were too busy. Or perhaps you sacrificed your health by skipping workouts and eating takeout because you had too much work to do. These are the costs of hard work that we often overlook. Embrace the mindset of growth and self-improvement, and you'll be on your way to building the wealth you desire. Remember, it's not about working harder. It's about working smarter. The wealthy invest in their education and development, whether it's reading books, attending seminars, or hiring coaches. They see the value in constantly improving themselves. This mindset of growth and self-improvement is essential to building wealth. By investing in yourself, you increase your earning potential and open up new opportunities. When you're constantly pushing yourself, you might experience increased levels of stress, anxiety, or burnout. You may feel like you're living on a tightrope, trying to balance work and personal life, but always feeling like you're losing your footing. It's a powerful tool that the wealthy use to stay ahead of the curve and maintain their wealth. But instead, you could invest it and watch it grow over time. Of course, investing involves risks, but that's where the real growth is. The wealthy understand this, which is why they invest their money wisely and reap the rewards. But no matter how many hours he put in, his income didn't grow. Then he met someone who changed his perspective. She told him, "You're working hard, but you're not working smart. Why not hire people to clean while you focus on getting more clients?" He took her advice and started hiring cleaners. He paid them by the hour, but he didn't worry about the cost because he knew it was an investment. With more cleaners, he could take on more clients and charge more money. And as his business grew, he became a millionaire. This guy didn't work harder. He worked smarter. He used leverage. You can take on more clients, but at some point, you're maxed out. For example, if you're good at writing, you can write books and sell them to make more money. Or if you're great at public speaking, you can record your speeches and sell them online. Leverage allows you to generate income without trading more of your time for money. This is the mindset of the rich. They use leverage to grow their wealth exponentially. This is the trap of trading time for money. Rich people don't play this game. They don't work harder. They work smarter. They detach their income from their effort. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. So why does time seem to slip through my fingers while others build empires? You pay them for their expertise, so you don't have to figure it all out yourself. But when it comes to finances, most people don't hire a financial trainer. They struggle alone. And no wonder most people aren't millionaires. If they were, the world would be full of them. But the fact is, becoming a millionaire is less about brilliance and more about applying simple principles consistently. I've spent years decoding the habits of the wealthy, and I'm here to tell you, it's not about putting in more hours. It's about putting your hours into the right things. The first step to understanding wealth is to recognize its logic. I started by educating myself. I read books, attended seminars, and learned from those who had done it. I was hungry to learn the rules of wealth so I could apply them. But there was one thing that really stood out. No matter how hard I worked, there seemed to be a limit to my income. I could work longer hours, but there was always a cap. At that point, I realized it wasn't about working harder. It was about working smarter. Think of it this way. If you want to stay fit, you hire a personal trainer, right? When I decided to become a millionaire, I didn't know any different. Let me tell you a story. There was this guy who owned a small cleaning business. Leverage is the secret to building wealth. It's the ability to use something to increase your income without trading more of your time. It's important to note that leverage isn't just about making more money. It's also about making better use of the money you already have. But it's not just about financial investments. Leverage is also about investing in yourself. Building wealth is a journey, and it's one that requires patience and persistence. Hard work is often celebrated as the path to success, but the truth is, it's not the whole story. Take a moment to think about the times you worked so hard that you neglected the things that mattered most to you. But it's not just about sacrificing certain things. Hard work can also come at a mental and emotional cost. So how can you avoid these pitfalls and still achieve your goals? For example, instead of spending countless hours working late into the night, try implementing strategies to improve your time management skills. Similarly, if you're feeling overwhelmed with stress and anxiety, take a step back and assess your workload. In conclusion, while hard work is often glorified, it's important to be aware of its potential downsides. Now here's a question for you. What's the hardest thing you've ever done for work?